Good evening, everybody. My name is Phil Watson, and welcome to the ICMS Scholarship Ceremony. This is a very special evening on our college calendar. It is an occasion where we celebrate excellence, hard work, commitment, and individual achievement. Tonight's program includes the announcements of a number of diverse scholarships that ICMS offers in conjunction with our valued corporate partners. The many scholarships awarded this evening provide students with a variety of opportunities, both in their studies and, importantly, in their careers. In the room tonight, we don't have the traditional audience, but we do have a small number of special guests this evening due to the COVID-19 restrictions in place here at ICMS, along with some very valued student speakers. Importantly, however, where normally students would get up to receive their gifts, friends and family and students alike will be joining us online this evening. As winners are announced, a small number of staff here at ICMS will get up to display your certificates online, so please join with me in congratulating the students tonight. Importantly this evening, tonight is about celebration, so congratulations to all and in advance for this evening's awards. I now have the pleasure of inviting Chairperson, ICMS Professional Scholarship Program, Anne Whitelock Courtney O'Connor to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. Chairman and founder, Daryl Courtney O'Connor, directors of the ICMS board, partners, corporate partners, industry partners, staff, students, families and friends. Welcome to the ICMS Scholarship Ceremony. Commencing in 2011, this night marks about the 26th Scholarship Awards ceremony. Only this is the very first one that's completely live streamed. So welcome. We have started to resume campus life again, and all within current restrictions, and we're really looking forward to getting everyone back as soon as possible. We're working hard for that here at ICMS, but meanwhile, we really urge you to please feel part of this occasion because it's a great celebration. Again, welcome to all of the students watching and their families and friends. Tonight's a very special occasion for you who are receiving a scholarship. We would normally have started the evening with a glass of something special, so I really hope that you are doing that wherever you are. Hello to all our partners. As a leader of career-focused education in Australia, we really value your contribution, without which we couldn't be that. We value your partnership and we really thank you for watching tonight. To the scholarship program, corporate partners especially, we acknowledge your investment of funds, but also your commitment in time, because what you do in terms of developing the students and giving them these opportunities is extremely unique. A special thank you also to the industry and corporate partners that we have out there that are continuing to give us your support during this COVID time. To all the staff watching, thank you for your commitment and especially through this most difficult of years. The way you've switched everything to online and the subsequent success is absolutely a historic moment for this college. Further, tonight, your dedication and expertise are on display. When you see the success of these recipients, it's because of what you do, and we thank you for that. One of the greatest gifts of technology right now is that we can all be together. And so there's just a few more moments between now and when the actual awards are announced, and that you can maybe share the link that you've received to include other people that you'd like to have be part of this. Tonight you're going to see scholarships for 2020, most of them. This has been a year of unprecedented challenges. I don't need to tell you that. Unknowns, sadness, suffering all around the world. But for now, it's good news and it's celebration. So let's lift up our hearts and let's give these people, these recipients, the award winners, our support and our attention. These students have all worked really hard. First applying for the scholarship, they have submitted applications, meeting criteria, written essays, all by a firm deadline. Then they've had to, once they're qualified, they've had to sit through panel interviews with a number of corporate interviewers. For most applicants, this experience is very much out of their comfort zone, and I know that they'd all tell you that it's well worth it. So stay tuned. You're going to see speakers, alumni, and I know that they will share experiences that you're going to want to hear. So I have to say, let the awards begin. First off the rank is the Academic Excellence Scholarship. And this is a scholarship where students are top of their cohort. They have to be having the top GPA in their cohort for their trimester. They need to be in their final year of study. And I'll be announcing the first category of scholarship, Academic Excellence, February 2020. The first goes to Hadarel Asulin for the February 2020 Academic Scholarship. And for the May 2020, Anthony Labib. Congratulations to those. Let's give them a round of applause. So for the next category of scholarship is the Online Engagement Scholarship. Very interesting. This was a scholarship that is brand new, responding to the sudden challenges and complete shift of learning mode to and experience. Some of the hardship we became aware of as a college with our students at this time. And so this scholarship is as a response to that. This was especially for first year students, reasonably new to college life, expecting something quite different, and within a month of being here, everything had gone into lockdown and everything had been shifted to online. Students still had to follow the process, submitting an essay and then attending panel interview, and a surprising number of students applied. To announce the winners, I would love to welcome Vice President of Recruitment ICMS, Todd Palioka.
Thank you very much, Anne. But before I present these scholarships, I'm not letting you get away right now, so please come up here. I want to ask you a few questions because I think it's really important that we find out a little bit more about this professional scholarships program before I announce these winners. So here are some questions for you. Don't be too scared. So let's just begin with a little bit of how and why these professional scholarships were started at ICMS.
Okay, sure. So thank you for this. The reason I think really should come first, why we had a growing college and we were enjoying watching our students succeed and staff have great careers, and we had something early on, small, with nothing particularly formal, and we wanted to use the platform to reach more people and give back. And really include as many people as we could in that giving back. So it really does provide us with an opportunity to give back. That's the why. The how did we do it? Well, we knew that in the early days we looked at it and we knew we had to develop something that was very fair, very standardised, and would always have credibility. And also we needed to create a greater deal of inclusiveness, so reach out to people from adversity in different situations. So we grew it internationally, we grew it, so I guess that's the how.
Awesome. So you've mentioned it's grown.
It's grown.
It has grown. So can we find out how much it's grown?
Yes.
And where it's grown from, countries, brands?
Yes. So we probably, if I go back to 2005, 6 years ago, we probably were awarding an average of about 30 scholarships a year at that time. 5 years before that, maybe 5 or 6 a year. And today, I think this year, we have about 125 so far. We've grown it to over nearly almost $2 million worth of scholarships this year. And we're really proud of that. It's created an amazing channel of giving, and from on my husband's behalf and myself, we're grateful we've got that platform.
Can I just interrupt you and give you a round of applause for that, because I think that's amazing.
I think you mentioned brands, and to grow something like this, you have to be inclusive to everybody. So we've now managed to create, and through industry partnerships, corporate partnerships as well, we have scholarships for new students, current students, international students, students from hardship. It's really grown across our brands, ICMS, ISCA, Aspire. Our mission is to create scholarships for people who all walks.
So my last question before you're off the hook for now.
Good.
So you mentioned corporate partners, and we have one here tonight. So I just want you to explain a little bit about them and why they're important to the program, if you could.
Yeah, kind of want to go back a step on that. They're important to the program because it's enormously unique what that arrangement is like, and the outcomes. Going back one step, the college is built on linking with industry and the career focus. So we've linked with industry, and this is what my husband's vision to do that right from the inception when he founded it. So from that point, we've got thousands of industry partners, because every single student that comes to the college must complete a placement, so with an industry partner. And it just seemed logical for the scholarship program to obviously partner and engage with industry. However, through the scholarship program, it was a lot more organic. It wasn't going out and seeking, it was more to do with opting in. So we're really grateful for the genuine and earnest dedication that these partners have given to the program, and it gives it something that's a unique thing in the world of higher ed, in the world of higher ed.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
For springing that on me.
No worries. Okay, so I have the honour of announcing the Online Engagement Scholarship, and this is obviously unique in COVID, and I'd like to echo Anne's comments about how we've adapted to this new environment we're in. I'm proud to be a part of it. I'm proud to be a part of ICMS, and we've done an incredible job. So here are the winners. Elisa Peterson from Australia. Bianca Coleman from Australia. Connor Jenkins from Australia. Edward Hillier from the UK. Mia Schaefer from Australia. Natalie Dobbin from Australia. Nathaniel Adamson from Australia. Thao Mai from our friends in Vietnam. And here's a tough one to end it. Yusuri Muthasamy from beautiful Mauritius. Thank you.
Let's give all those winners a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, Todd. Hope I answered everything to the satisfaction. So we're now coming along to, and congratulations as well to the winners of the Online Engagement Scholarship. We now come along to the ICMS Indigenous Scholarship. This is promoted throughout our domestic marketing and recruitment teams. And these scholarships specifically acknowledge Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people and provide access to higher education, sometimes of which would not have been possible. And I'm really delighted to announce the winner of the February 2020 Indigenous Scholarship, young gentleman from Dubbo into ICMS doing a bachelor degree, Nathan Wright. Thanks, and congratulations to Nathan. Next, I'm proud to talk about a corporate partner to the scholarship program. Is a long-term friend of ICMS and our founder, Daryl, a director on the board, the founder of Alcyon. Alcyon is a corporate partner to our scholarship program. Mr. Trevor Lowenson is the founder and the director on our board. And his team, they provide a generous scholarship to a commencing student going into Bachelor of Property Management. Hello to Trevor, I hope you're watching. This student is applying to study The scholarship typically awards a partial tuition subsidy over 2 years and a work placement relevant to that recipient's studies in property. And so to announce the February 2020 scholarship recipient for this year is Halcyon Scholarship to Patrick Ponfort. Well done, Patrick. I hope you're out there watching, and congratulations. So the next category of scholarship is actually extremely extensive. It's grown immeasurably over the many years that we have been working on this particular scholarship. It's called the notorious ICMS Professional Scholarship. And it awards students that are typically school leavers. They might have done a gap year, they might be maybe a little bit mature age, students out of Australia and New Zealand who are applying to study a bachelor degree at ICMS. They have to obviously submit an application similar to what I have described earlier, but also supply us with some supporting documents around leadership roles, community contribution, and other things that they might want to talk to us or tell us about themselves. The people that you'll hear announced tonight, and there are quite a few, would have sat through 2 rounds of panel interview after they've already submitted their application. So before we hear about those, I'm delighted to introduce a previous recipient of the ICMS Professional Scholarship to talk to us a bit about her story, and then following which our Vice President of Domestic Recruitment, Phil Watson, will present those awards. So I'd love to introduce you now to Georgina Johnston. Georgina.
Thank you. Good evening, students, parents, and a warm welcome to all those live streaming tonight. My name is Georgina Johnston, and I am an ICMS student currently in my 2nd year studying a Bachelor of Event Management. 2 years ago, after seeing a number of students share their stories on stage at the ICMS scholarship ceremony, I thought to myself, there is no way I'll be getting up on that stage. Well, tonight, here I am, sharing my incredible experience at ICMS with you all. To start off my journey at ICMS, I was fortunate enough to receive the ICMS Professional Scholarship, which was not only an honour, but an incredible privilege. I remember how excited I was to receive a personal phone call from Anne Whitelock to find out that I had been successful in achieving this scholarship. Although the process of interviews, not once, but twice, was challenging, looking back, this whole experience has helped me with my confidence, my interpersonal skills, and made me realise that nothing ventured, nothing gained. Not long after receiving my scholarship, I decided to apply as a student ambassador, which was a way I could give back whilst learning about the college. I was thrilled to find out that I had been chosen as one of the successful applicants. Becoming a student ambassador gave me the opportunity to build a strong network and friendship with amazing, like-minded ambassadors, students, teachers, and staff. It also gave me the chance to do things that were out of my comfort zone, which I am forever grateful for, like speaking on a live stream. I would encourage students watching tonight to apply for a scholarship because it's easier than you think, and you will learn so much about yourself in the process. Why not give it a go and surprise yourself? You may just win that scholarship. It is important to note that there are many opportunities throughout your degree to earn further scholarships as well. To all the new students and to the scholarship recipients tonight, congratulations. Tonight is just one of the first steps in your fabulous journey of your time at ICMS. I look forward to seeing you around the college, and I wish you all the best with your future endeavours. Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you, Georgina. I can say from first-hand experience watching you on your journey to ICMS that you've come a long way, and I know tonight was a big step on your journey here, so great speech. Thank you very much. Well done. Good job. So as Anne has mentioned, I have the privilege this evening of announcing the 2020 ICMS Professional Scholarships for the new domestic students from Australia and New Zealand. So I'd like to ask Steve to join me on stage to show and present the scholarships. So this year, the 2020 Professional Scholarships are TK Lokatui, Lisa Badan, Kaya Sinovic. Nicola Duerso. Lauren Moniaki. Olivia Morris. Laura Talia. Ellen Wall. Rebecca Shervington. Nicholas Lapsley. Sean Rothery. Carla Berg. Mia Schaefer. Hannah Collins. Brittany Spinks. Kelly Simpson. David Brown. Juliet Wilson. Adam Bowen. Stephanie Longo. Cameron Short. Alexandra Healy. Genevieve Brigney. William O'Shea. Camelia Helly. Kamiko Award. Denby Buckpit. Chelsea Jenkins. Brianna Sten. Anastasia Graham. Caitlin Lloyd. Michaela Mays. And Lucas Heffernan. Mia or Melissa Bonello. Sorry, Steve, that was my fault. And now, finally, Lillian Barnes. So please join with me in congratulating all the recipients this evening. Well done. Thank you, and congratulations to everyone else on the list tonight. Well deserved. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil, and congratulations to all of you who I know started here at the college in February 2020, and then within weeks everything went to a completely different scenario that we and you had none of us had ever seen or known before, and you've stayed the course, and we really congratulate you even more for that. So thanks again, and Georgina, thank you for those great words, and thanks for sharing, you know, those encouraging words to students. Very inspiring. We now come to one of our favourite partners. They're all our favourite partners, Hostplus. Hostplus share pretty much most of Hostplus's superannuation membership group or portfolio is very similar to the disciplines in which ICMS teach. So it's a perfect partner for us. The friendship goes back a very, very long way. Students, again, they apply. They're new students coming into the college for this scholarship. They'll be either Hostplus offer not just one but two scholarships to ICMS, one in hospitality management, another in sport management, and for many years we've had this partnership. I think it goes back about 6, so that means we're up to potentially, I think, 12 or so scholarships. We're very fortunate to have Peter Aldini, State Manager Hostplus, with us tonight, but before we hear from him and ask him to announce the winners, we have a previous Hostplus Sport Management Scholarship winner to come and share some of his story, Hamish Thomas. Hamish, would you like to come and talk? Thanks.
Good evening. Thanks to Anne and to ICMS for this opportunity and honour to quickly speak about my experiences so far at ICMS and as a previous scholarship recipient. My name is Hamish Thomas and I am studying a Bachelor of Business Sports Management, currently in the last trimester of my second year. Studying at ICMS has been one of the best experiences of my life so far, getting to study something that I am passionate about in a supportive environment. One of my favourite parts about studying at ICMS is the small classes and the lecturers. The small class numbers allows for more relationships to be built with colleagues, whilst the lecturers are generally invested in each student's successes in their classes. Alongside these, ICMS's scholarships programs provide tremendous opportunities for all students. Personally, I am fortunate enough to be awarded the 2019 Hostplus Sports Management Professional Scholarship. Receiving this scholarship was a huge honour for me, succeeding in the interview and application process, and becoming a representative of both ICMS and Hostplus. The process to win this scholarship included a written application and 2 interview stages. Before applying for the scholarship, I thought I was no chance of succeeding and contemplated whether I should actually apply for the scholarship. My family convinced me to give it a go, as you never know what will happen if you don't give it a try. After applying and making it to the interview stage, I was able to just be myself, giving it my best note that no matter what the result was, it was worth the try. I was away with friends when I received the call to inform me of my success, and I was shocked. Going from a month prior even contemplating whether I should apply for the scholarship to actually succeeding, it has given me incredible confidence in myself, knowing that if I give it a go, who knows what will happen. The main highlights of receiving this scholarship was not only the financial benefit, but the confidence boost within myself and my abilities. From this scholarship, there have been other great experiences that have come from it with studying at ICMS. Last year, I was one of the student ambassadors at the college. This was another life-changing experience for me, as I was able to represent ICMS in a unique way. The Student Ambassador program allowed me to be involved in promotional opportunities such as ICMS Open Day, the Early Entry Interview Day, and Schools Expos across the Sydney area. One of the main requirements of being successful in the scholarship was to give back to the college, which I was able to fulfil through this program. Alongside representing the college, I was able to make some lifelong friends and enjoy opportunities I'll always remember and be able to apply towards future experiences. A quick thank you to my family and friends who have encouraged and assisted me in my application and successes throughout not only the scholarships process, but my experience at ICMS so far. I'm honoured and appreciative to both Hostplus and the college for the opportunity to receive the Hostplus Sports Management Professional Scholarship in 2019. Congratulations to all the scholarship winners tonight. I trust that you will gain valuable experiences and enjoy your opportunities as I have so far. Thank you.
Oh, well done, Hamish. Thank you for sharing that. I can still remember when we were doing the interview with the finalists at that time. And now I've got also the great pleasure of introducing here to say a few words and announce these next winners, Peter Aldini, Hostplus State Manager. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Anne, and thank you, Hamish. Great story, and glad to see you doing very well. Hello. It's great to be here, and welcome to all those people watching tonight online. As Anne said, I'm from Hostplus, and for those that are not familiar with Hostplus, we're the industry superannuation fund for the hospitality, tourism, sport, and recreation sectors. So what that means is whilst anyone can join Hostplus, a large number of our members work for employers in those sectors. We're talking about all large international hotel groups, casinos, travel companies, and your top-level sporting teams, NRL, AFL, A-League Soccer, NBL Basketball, to name a few. There is therefore a lot of alignment with our Hostplus clients, those sectors I refer to, and the courses that are offered here at ICMS. This is why many years ago we decided to partner with ICMS and provide 2 scholarships each year, a hospitality scholarship and a sports scholarship. And why do we do this? We like to support those industries we serve. We see the winners of our scholarships and every other student from ICMS doing these courses as being future leaders within the hospitality industry and the sporting industry, and we like to play a part in that. We have partnered with the ICMS scholarship program since 2013 and awarded, I think, 14, maybe 16 now, scholarships over that time. I have personally interviewed many of those applicants and have seen firsthand what great young people they are. Some outstanding individuals who are quite simply have blown me away. It's not just about someone's Year 12 results, it's about their passion, their desire and their motivation to succeed. It's also about the way in which they represent ICMS and the way they will represent Hostplus as the scholarship winner. Many of these individuals who have gone on to bigger and better things, and it's this that is a real highlight for me, and as this makes it all worthwhile. We have assisted with work placement for many of our scholarship winners, and they've ended up with successful careers at places like Accor Hotels, Walgan Valley Resort, GWS Giants and the South Sydney Rabbitohs. Our continued support of these scholarships has been never more important. The hospitality and the sporting industries have been two of the industries that have been impacted by COVID the most. Unfortunately, this has resulted in the loss of many good people within those industries, so it's crucial that we have the next generation coming through to fill that void. This is why the continued support from Hostplus and the great work from the team here at ICMS is so important. Before I finish up, I just wanted to thank Anne and the team for the amazing work they do, and congratulate all the students and wish them all the best for the remainder of the year. Thank you. And to announce the winners. The Hostplus Hospitality Management Scholarship, the winner is Catherine Van Niekerk. And the Hostplus Sports Management Scholarship, the winner is Jessie Melrose. Congratulations to all.
Well, I'm super grateful for your words and for the similarities, synergies that we share as to organisations and that have been very impacted by COVID, and it's wonderful to share the partnership, relationships, everything, and we really are very grateful. So thank you. The students are absolutely very fortunate, and it's unique. Our next scholarship goes to another corporate partner, Black and White. And Black and White are a little bit special in that the company was founded by an alumnus, I should say, of ICMS, Alejandro Jara, who founded this fantastic hospitality and event service company called Black and White Waiters. It wasn't able to be with us tonight, and of course we're very restricted with our COVID restrictions and numbers. This scholarship awards first-year hospitality and events students who are looking for industry placement and opportunities, and provides them with incredibly professional training as well as that complements what they do here at the college. And I'm very happy to announce the winners from the beginning of this year for the Black and White Scholarship. The first is Lindsay Van from Vietnam, and the second is Ivani Capella Sabatini from Spain. So congratulations to those winners of the Black and White Scholarship. And moving along, again, another fabulous corporate partner, Strathfield Council Scholarship, which actually originated because our very first corporate partner in this scholarship program, right back in 2012, was Manly Council, and the then CEO is now CEO of Strathfield Council. So Henry, if you're out there watching, a big hello to you, and thanks for the ongoing support over this many, many years. Students receive an incredible opportunity for this with a placement in the council events team, working on a myriad of different angles and details to do with events, and which entails roads and all sorts of different things that they probably would hear in their classes and see what they might do, and then go and do this incredible experience. It has unfortunately this year been slightly impacted by COVID because events were closed down, but both the recipient and the council have done their very best. So I'll take pleasure in announcing again this year's Strathfield Council Scholarship goes to Tess Bourguignon. And so next, ANZ. ANZ have also partnered the program since very, very early. Friends of the college since the very beginning. In fact, I'm sure Daryl can tell a story about the way in which ANZ helped the startup of this particular business and previous to this. They provide a scholarship of tuition funds every single year to a new student coming into the college, and the most incredible internship. And we're going to hear a bit about that right now, because we are very lucky to have an alumni of ICMS and a former recipient of the ANZ scholarship, now an employee of ANZ, you'll hear about that in a moment, to chat with me about his experience. Andrew McGregor, would you please join me at the microphone? Great, thank you.
Thanks for having me here.
Pleasure to see you. So Andrew, you're now Analyst Corporate Advisory, ANZ. I want to go back to the beginning. Let's go back to 2015 when you came in to do a Bachelor of Business Management, and what made you think of applying for a scholarship, and tell us a bit about that process if you can recall.
Yeah, sure. So I found out about the ANZ scholarship and the scholarship program in general from a mutual friend. And she suggested that I have a look at it, and I was in my final year of school, so I said, let's have a look at it, and decided to apply. So the process as part of that was a written application with all the supporting documents to go along with that. And so I submitted that, not thinking much of it, unsure of where it would lead, and I was actually at Schoolies on the Gold Coast when I received a call to say that I'd made it through to the panel interview round. So the following Monday I got myself together and attended the interview, and so as part of our interview was yourself as representative of the scholarship board. There was also a representative from ANZ Bank, one of the directors there, and there was also an academic representative from ICMS. So it was probably one of my first opportunities to do a panel interview, but it wasn't too daunting, and I really enjoyed the process. So obviously I was pretty happy that I applied for that because it was successful in the end. And yeah, I found the process really enjoyable.
Did I phone you when you got that? I can't remember.
Yeah, I actually remember that phone call. It was leading up to about Christmas, and I received the phone call, and yeah, the rest of the holiday period was very enjoyable after that.
That's great. That's lovely. So I mentioned that it includes a great internship, and so if we go to, I mean, it seems that it's become sort of more increasingly meaningful to you over the years. How did your journey go from, I think you did an internship,
Yep.
and then given you've got this brilliant role, talk about how you've gone from the internship to this role now today.
Yeah, absolutely. So as part of a scholarship, including the really great tuition assistance, there was also a 3-month paid internship with ANZ, and so I completed that in the corporate banking department. And so whilst I was in that team for 3 months, I was 19 at the time, so very young to be in that sort of environment, and the managers really took me on board. I had a great time there, and they really mentored me. And so after I finished up with them and returned to my studies back here on campus, they reached out every couple of months, and I'd go into the city and have lunch with them or grab a coffee. And when it came time to actually applying for the ANZ Institutional Graduate Program, which I was a part of, they reminded me to apply and really put in some really great references to the people at the program. And so, yeah, that really all kind of, the impact of that really made itself clear to me. As part of a program, we do a week down in Melbourne, which is our orientation week, and we all got pulled off into our separate streams, and all the institutional banking graduates, which I was a part of, got pulled into a room, and we had a senior executive speak to us, and he made mention that over 4,200 applicants had applied for their programs, and there was 22 of us sitting in a room. So I certainly didn't and still don't feel that special, but obviously the experience I had at the program and the references from my managers obviously went a long way to help me sit in that room.
Yeah, I mean, congratulations for that. I have to say that when you talked about doing the internship, but then the keeping in contact and that investment in relationship and then ongoing and then taking the opportunity of the graduate program and turning up, I think that they saw something special, and I can see why. Now you've got this vantage point. You're in there with this great role, and you've been around the bank a bit, and you've seen. What would you say are some opportunities that you might want to share that you've witnessed, and you've come as a young starter, taken opportunities? What are some of the things you can say are opportunities in ANZ?
Yeah, that's a great question, really, and I'm really privileged and blessed to work for ANZ. It's a great company, and there's abundance of opportunities within it. My team that I'm in right now, in the corporate advisory team, our team is split up over Sydney, Melbourne, Singapore and Hong Kong. And so even within our team, there's a lot of room to develop as you progress, and also to move around into the different areas our team has. I think a lot of people wouldn't know that ANZ has offices in London and New York. So the areas you can move around in the bank, both in your career development and also geographically, are really diverse. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to where the bank can take me.
It seems to me like you are a person who takes opportunities, and it seems like that's paid off for you. What do you share as your advice and messages to people who might be getting a scholarship tonight, or people who might be thinking about applying or to ICMS or for a scholarship?
Yeah, I think with that, I think a lot of times in life, the good things that come about can often be kind of drawn back to a time where you either chose to say yes to something or give something a go, and potentially take a little bit of a risk and put yourself out there. And applying for a scholarship is one of those things. You're finishing school or you're a current student, whatever it might be, and it takes a little bit of risk to apply because you might fail. But most of those really great things in life are when you take advantage of those opportunities and you grab them with both hands and you go for it. And that was certainly the case for me. I chose to apply for the ANZ scholarship, and it's really impacted my life, and it's a big part of my life currently. It's my job. Another example of that is I was lucky enough to be awarded the Erasmus scholarship whilst I was here. And that was a scholarship to go study and live in Germany for three or 4 months, with a lot of the expenses paid for as part of a scholarship. So that came about just that the opportunity was raised. I didn't speak any German whatsoever. And so I said,
jumped in.
Yeah, like, why not give it a go? And I had a great time.
Well done. Yeah,
Thank
take an opportunity and look where you go. Well, I have to say that we're really proud as a college and institution watching you having gone through here. I know that Daryl and I got to have a cup of coffee with you in London. We're proud that we've been able to continue to cultivate the relationship. I'm excited that you're going to announce this year's ANZ Scholarship winner in a moment. Have you got any other things you want to share? Any Cheerios? Anything else?
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned a great story there, catching up with yourself and Daryl in London when I was studying there back in 2018. And that's just not typical of an experience you'd get at a large university. And so that really ties into my next point, really valuing those relationships you make along the way. Because those relationships you have with people, your professional relationship, your personal relationships, they're really valuable. Don't underestimate them. Keep cultivating them, keep in contact, make sure you reach out, see how people are going. And yeah, just be a good person, and those things come back to you after a while in those relationships. And the other piece of advice I would offer to people out there in choosing what you want to study or what you want to do as a career after you finish studying, just be really passionate about what you do. Because if you're not passionate, you're not going to be able to give it your all, and it's not really going to be sustainable over the long term. So choose something that gets you going in the morning and that you're passionate about, and that's really all I'd say.
Totally agree. Well done, Andrew. Thank you so
very
much. And would you please announce our ANZ winner this year?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
It'd be my pleasure. So announcing the 2020 recipient of the ANZ Bank Scholarship, I have the pleasure of announcing Aaliyah McDonald. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Very inspiring story of yours, and you've shown such great commitment and taking those opportunities. It's wonderful advice, and I couldn't say it any better. Thank you so much again, and congratulations on. We look forward to seeing where you go from here, so we'll be making sure we keep in touch with that. Our next scholarship. And also, I should say, congratulations to Alia as well. Our next scholarship is the probably the most original scholarship that we've ever had, and it was named differently back when it was in its first iteration, and now it's known as the Courtney O'Connor Scholarship. It's existed since the early 2000s at this college, which started in 1996. It's open to students who are in or entering their final year of studies. Students who've had some time to formulate their path and think a bit more about their careers and their dreams. The students must submit a business idea and meet a number of other criteria. And I'd have to say it's very inspiring when I meet these students just how innovative they are. Some of them deliver and table full-blown business plans, and they have some wonderful contribution to make over the years of their studies here. And I'm delighted to invite founder and chairman, Courtney O'Connor, to help with me announce the many winners of this scholarship through 2020. I'll swap places with you.
You do the first one.
Yes. So the first one is from February 2020, Aga Wirachama Chadyadi.
He was from Indonesia.
From Indonesia.
Okay. Ida Maria Magdalena Maunal from Finland.
Georgia Boyd from Australia.
Diego Sebastian Palomino Machado from Peru.
Anthony Sin from Portugal.
Judah Kim from Korea, Republic of Korea.
Ashley, from May 2020, Ashley Ainsworth, Australia.
And Charlotte Carr from Australia.
Cleon Chia from Singapore.
And Dongwon Oh from Republic of Korea.
Isabella Lorimer from Australia.
Jelena Sorik from Australia.
Jinwon Jung from Korea.
And Johanna Corlinia Magnusson from Sweden.
Justin Burt, Australia.
And Katrina Contanio from Canada.
Liam Webb, New Zealand.
And Lisa Fukada from Australia.
Peter McMullen, Australia.
Raheel Jess Wheatley from Australia.
Victoria Merman, Sweden.
Rachel Webb from Australia.
Angelica Vinderis, Sweden.
Zhijung Xing from China.
Arturo Felix Martin Arias, Argentina.
Bernadette Calavasi from Australia.
Emily Georgieva Nikolova from Norway.
Millie Gupta from India.
And finally, Vivian Nguru from Australia. Congratulations to all of those Courtney O'Connor Scholarship winners. Thank you, Daryl, and we're thankful to you as well for founding this amazing college and being able to, provide a platform with the team of people to do what we do here with our scholarships. So we'd now like to welcome a Courtney O'Connor Scholarship recipient who's just now received one of these wonderful scholarships to share a little bit of her story, Millie Gupta from India.
Namaste everyone. First of all, I would like to congratulate all my fellow ICMS students for their achievements. Though this global pandemic has restricted us from celebrating this night in person, it cannot stop us from sharing our wonderful journeys. When I first landed in Australia, that is after 12 days of my 18th birthday, all alone and with zero connections, the handwritten welcome letter from my RL made me feel at home instantly. Arriving in the middle of orientation week, I was a little lost, but the volunteers, the student experience staff, and my fellow students turned that in one of the best weeks of my life. I remember the first day of my classes. Waking up super early, grooming myself into the business attire, I felt powerful and ready to conquer the world. Fast forward that to 1 year, and I landed my dream internship working for Kurungai Council. Fast forward that to 9 months, and it's time for me to commence my first day of online learning. Only this time around, I attended class wearing my favorite pair of pajamas, a jumper, and my favorite mug in my hand, ready to change the world again. Within the comfort of my home, of course. Ironically, my first class was capstone. which gave me in-depth knowledge of UN sustainability goals and hence giving me true ICMS graduate capabilities. Having friends from different countries and seeing them every week gave my social personality the fuel to function. With online learning, I thought it would be hard to communicate and make new friends. To my surprise, online learning enabled making friends much easier. With breakout rooms and chat boxes, it was easier than before to get to know my classmates. I recall waiting before my scholarship interview, looking at many familiar faces. These people were my friends and fellow students, most of whom I've personally worked with. I could feel the pressure competing with them as they all exhibit great qualities. But then I decided to turn that into motivation. What stuck with me was when I presented my business plan and shared her personal story where she had done similar thing early in her career. What can I say? Great minds think alike. This has brought me to the level in my active participation and various campus experiences like SRC, Residential Leader, and PALS program, helping me develop leadership qualities and preparing me for future opportunities. The most special project that connected me to my roots and gave me and other people of color like me platform was the Himalayan Club. We organized events like Bollywood Night, Pizza Night, Orientation Day, and Cricket Bashes. With overwhelming support from ICMS community, I look forward to bringing more of these events in the future, and I guess I will meet you there. At the end, I would like to thank my mother for giving birth to this awesome human, my family for always supporting me, and my friends for always pushing me to do my best. Special thank you to my best friend, my support system, Rajeshri, and ICMS, of course, for recognizing and rewarding me for my work. Thank you for tonight, and don't forget to add me on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Millie. Is your mum watching? I think so. Is she? Well, thank you to Millie's mama for this awesome human being. It's been wonderful to hear your story, and I really always am amazed at the students who come and apply for these scholarships, and they might be 17 or 18 years of age, and they're leaving their country on their own to come to a whole new world, and such courage. And you take my hat off to you, and I love the way that you've embraced it. It's inspiring, truly inspiring. Our next scholarship, and I will ask Daryl to rejoin me, because this is Wellington College Scholarship. Over there it's known as Courtney O'Connor Scholarship. Here it's known as the Wellington College Scholarship because it's Daryl's old school. And so it's Wellington, which is just across the ditch.
It is across the ditch.
It's just across the ditch.
A couple of rugby players.
And a couple of good rugby players. It awards a Year 13 school leaver from the Cole, as it's been known for time immemorial. And over to you to announce it.
And this is the winner here.
Yes.
So the winner of the Wellington College Scholarship is Marcus Van Dam from New Zealand. Thank you.
Did you want to? Well done, Marcus. And prior to that, congratulations to all of those Courtney O'Connor Scholarship winners, including Millie, and congratulations to Marcus. So that scholarship's been also going from almost the beginning of the college, about 12 years. So we've seen some wonderful young chaps come through the college with that. Our next scholarship is the International Sports College Australia, the ISCA Scholarship. ISCA just commenced with intakes in 2019. Year 2 is this year, 2020, and it enjoys lots and lots of partnerships. It's a specialist college for high-performance sports people teaching a higher education diploma. And we have partnerships across from New South Wales Rugby to Manly United Football, Manly Sea Eagles, and the Manly Marlins, Manly Rugby. We enjoy a lot of partnerships with ISCA and this particular sporting niche. And so I'm delighted to announce the February 2020 scholarship winners for ISCA, and they are Matt Saunders, Alla Tauraroa, Tom Newbold, Kaylee Harlan, Chelsea Oldham, Quincy Ross, Jordan Cameron, Carl Newson, and Riley Holmes. Congratulations to all those ISCA scholarship winners. Which now brings me to the postgraduate scholarships. These are postgraduate innovation scholarships for both current and new students, awarding students for their prowess when it comes to innovation. Again, students submit an application meeting the criteria and they sit in panel interviews. Before we hear the winners announced for 2020 so far, let's hear from a former recipient of this scholarship and now an alumnus of ICMS, Tabo Mangina.
Thank you, Anne. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, parents, students, family and friends streaming online around the world. My name is Tabo Mangina from South Africa, a recipient of the Postgrad Innovation Scholarship 2017. I remember when first I found out I received my scholarship back in 2017. I was overwhelmed with excitement, yet anxious about the journey that lies before me. I remember how grateful I was, as I knew I was being granted the privilege to attend a prestigious college to further my studies. Being part of the scholarship program at ICMS allowed me to explore and develop my dreams, one of which was to work in the sport industry in Australia. And through my master's industry placement, I was offered the opportunity to work for Rugby Australia as a corporate partnership intern, which has led to many roles in different sporting clubs such as the Northern Suburbs Football Rugby Club, DY Football Academy, and of course ICMS Sport, among others. It is because of this program I am living my dream. To the current scholarship recipients, I urge you to embrace the opportunity before you and use the scholarship program to open doors to a brighter future. You are fortunate to have your future in your hands, so make the most of it. To the Board of Scholarships, I would like to greatly appreciate the investment in my education and future. I am humbled and more determined to create a rewarding future for myself and my family because of your generosity and the wonderful scholarship program you guys are running. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this experience, which I will remain close to my heart for a very long time. To my family and friends back in South Africa, thank you for the support and encouragement through this journey. It was never going to be easy without you. I hope you are keeping safe during these difficult times, and I hope to see you soon. I thank you.
Thank you, Tabo. Sending our best wishes out there as well. Thanks for everything you do. Tabo actually has been a team member of the college since he graduated from his postgraduate, as well as all the other career movements and journey that he's had. So he's a really terrific team member, and we enjoy him being a part of it very much. And I'd now like to in order to announce the Postgraduate Innovation Scholarships for current and new students, I take great pleasure in announcing the Head of Program, Postgraduate, Dr. Leonid Petrov.
Thank you, Anne. It's always a great pleasure to announce the winners of ICMS Postgraduate Innovation Scholarship. The number of students is growing, and the number of winners is also increasing every year. Certificates, please. I will start with the winners of the scholarship which was awarded in February 2020. And these are the current students who demonstrated excellence in innovation, consistency in academia, and overall commitment to ICMS. And the winners are Margarita Reyes from the Philippines, Alexandra Sherbakova from the Russian Federation, Tiago Suifi from Brazil, Milushka Flores from Peru, and Claudio Fernandez from Brazil. The new students who commenced their studies in February 2020 and the recipients of the Postgraduate Innovation Scholarship were Nathasia Susanto from Indonesia, Nisha Tanawutkan Kasemsin from Thailand, Cecilia Fayad from Argentina, Sabine Paudel from Nepal, Jay Sampura from India, and Steve Ogoni from Kenya. Current students who won the scholarship for July 2020 were Yahima Ortega from Sweden, Roxanne Chabet from Kenya, Gonzalo Salim from Argentina, Manuela Jaramillo from Colombia, Davina Ore from Mauritius, André de Souza from Brazil, Lucia Salituri from Argentina, Ngotan Ngop Hyun from Vietnam, Diane Carlier from France, Ojasvi Shrestha from Nepal, and Wen Junyan from China. New students who commenced their postgraduate studies in July 2020 semester were Maria Sekartaji from Indonesia, Arshad bin Zubair from India, and Oluwa Rodimu Saliu from Nigeria. Congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you very much, and have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Leonard. And again, congratulations to all of those and such a wonderfully international contingent that we were able to give awards to. And again, I know that most of those people have been either starting or moved to online, and we hope to welcome you here just as soon as possible, as soon as we can. And again, I rest assured that we are, as an institution, the leadership team are doing all that we can to try to facilitate and support that. Moving along now, our second last category of scholarship, again, a wonderful corporate partner, industry partner, Accor. Accor Hotels are a long-time partner to ICMS. Over many, many years, they've helped place our students in the field of their studies since probably the college began. Accor more recently became a partner to the scholarship program. Through their impeccable work providing development and employment opportunities for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, ICMS partnered with Accor's Indigenous Careers program to provide the next scholarship, Accor and ICMS Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Scholarship. I was absolutely amazed when we created this partnership at just the depth of investment and support that Accor have made in this area, and a brilliant partner for us as a higher education institution to work in this area and really to help this part of our society that we want to be more and more involved in and more contributing. Before we announce the recipients of this particular scholarship, I'd like to invite a scholarship winner of the ACOR and ICMS Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Scholarship, Hayley Rosendale, to share some of her story. Hayley.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hayley Rosendale, and I'm a proud Gukuyilunji woman, a descendant of the Western Sunset people of far north Queensland, and Danish, English, Italian immigrants, and I'm immensely proud of my amazing cultural heritage. Firstly, I would like to pay respects to the traditional owners of the land and waters around which we meet, and their elders, both past and present. Last year, while I was working for ACOR, I was given the opportunity to apply for a scholarship through the ICMS and ACOR partnership for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students. I am now one of the fortunate recipients of the ICMS and ACOR student scholarships, along with Zali and Surya. I have chosen to study a Bachelor of Event Management at the Manly campus in Sydney, and I'm absolutely loving it so far. Without this scholarship, I would not have had this opportunity to study in this field. ACOR and ICMS have assisted me to understand what it was I wanted to study and really made me feel a part of the whole process of applying and enrolling in the course of my dreams. As a young girl, I was never much of an academic student. I was very nervous about undertaking tertiary studies. The support I've been given by ICMS and ACOR has assisted me and given me the confidence not only to make the decision to study, but has given me the strength to move forward on this career path. No one else in my family has studied at event management, and they are all extremely proud of my efforts so far. Again, this would not have been possible without receiving this scholarship, and I cannot express my thanks to everyone who's helped me onto this new and exciting journey. It is well known that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians have suffered from a lack of access to affordable education in the past, and this scholarship provides a pathway for someone like myself to attain an academic achievement and assist in readdressing some of the things that have negatively affected Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Australians in the past. Since arriving in Sydney, except for a short stay in Brisbane due to a pandemic, I've lived on campus in Manly and honestly believe it's one of the most beautiful suburbs in Sydney. And who doesn't want to live and study in a beautiful castle only a short walks away from the beach, on a headland, which is beautiful and natural and provides the perfect place to recharge after a hard day of studying. Since my studies have begun, I've made some fantastic friends, and the staff and team of ICMS have made my journey a whole lot easier. They are supportive, encouraging, and positive, which has made my entire experience here so far a positive and enjoyable one. And being a part of the ICMS family is like a home away from home for me. Seeing the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander flags flown alongside our national flag and the flags of our international students at the front of the college makes me not only feel accepted and recognised, but shows the commitment ICMS and ACOR have to the betterment of all people. I strongly encourage all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in the community to consider this opportunity. It is a challenge, but one made easier by the great teams of ACOR and ICMS. I would like to say thank you to both ACOR and ICMS staff, my family and friends for supporting me and encouraging me every day. I would also like to congratulate the other scholarship recipients. You guys have all done amazing. It is honestly an honour to have been chosen for this scholarship, and I can't wait to do my people, ACOR and ICMS proud. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hayley. We really are honoured, actually, to be in partnership with this program with ACOR. And I mean, for somebody who claims to not be particularly academic, I think you're doing extremely well. So congratulations, and it's great to have you a part of our wider family. So yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you for those inspiring words, and I hope everybody's heard that encouragement to have a go, because this scholarship is going to continue. And so I should now announce the winners of the ACOR and ICMS Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander scholarships. Starting with Syria Dionysius from, Sydney. Hayley Rosendale from Cairns. And Zali Offa from Brisbane and Country Queensland. Congratulations to all of those recipients. And finally, final category, the Undergraduate International Scholarship. This is for students from anywhere in the world. Again, they submit their essay and supporting documents, and we will often, most of the time, run these interviews via Skype or Zoom. And I'm now delighted again to invite Todd Palioka, although a little apprehensive, I think, to announce the winners of the International Scholarship for 2020. Todd.
Thank you, Anne. Before I announce these, I just want to have a quick message to our international students who are watching us abroad and can't be here right now. Firstly, on behalf of my team and everyone at ICMS, we really miss you. So we know it's tough not being here and still being a part of ICMS, but not actually being here at the campus, either here or in Manly. But just know that we're all in this together. We can't wait to see you soon. I will personally pick you up all from the airport. I'm going to have to get a big car, obviously, but we're just excited that we feel like it's getting closer and closer to seeing you all. Hang in there, stay in your Zoom lectures and classes, and hopefully sometime early next year we can all be together in this beautiful campus in Manly. So I'd like to announce the winners of this scholarship. Shahira Mohammed Khalid Shah from Singapore. An Mi Tru from Vietnam. Ngoc Huyen Nguyen from Vietnam. And Yi Ton Yois Zhao from China. Congratulations to all of those winners. Now, I'm supposed to sit down now, but I'm not going to because I want to ask Anne some more questions. So, Anne, a few more questions for you to wrap up the evening. I'm going to stand back here. You ready?
I think so.
Okay, so, look, I think we've all learnt a lot about this program tonight, and it's been an amazing evening. But on a personal level, Anne has built this program from the ground up. So what I wanted to ask you is, what does this program mean to you?
Oh, well, I suppose it's what doesn't it mean in a way. Thank you, Todd. It's taken a lot of, without the college, as I said earlier, which Daryl founded in 1996, we wouldn't have the program as a starting point. I think when we talk about, I guess we talk about what it means is it's a purpose. And I think when you can align something you're passionate about, something you want to do, something you're passionate about with your compassion, I think you really can come to what you feel could be your purpose. And I really feel that. I'm very inspired. I'm inspired by the people that I meet, the students that come through the program. And I find it incredibly beautiful for everybody that I get to meet through this and their stories. And you've seen tonight, it is a truly international. I think we've this year awarded, I think, around 27 different countries of people, from 27 different countries, all walks, people from hardship and adversity, people who may not access this otherwise. And it's an enormous opportunity that we have. So to be a part of it, to be able to do it, and all of us are a part of it. Without our team and you and everybody here, we couldn't do it. So, but it's truly it's a privilege to be able to do this. And I think second to that, really, what we do, I think, is different, and I'm really proud of that. And so that's another reason for me. And that's evolved over time. where when we established the program, we established a very fair and equitable process, and I've had to be quite strict about keeping that because it does come under pressure from time to time because we operate in a competitive environment. And by that I mean universities are all marketing and recruiting overseas, and so are we, and we're a fantastic location to come and study. We're a quality higher education sector in the world. And so of course we compete, it's natural. But I think what we do with the scholarship program and where we've really held true is that we keep the process strong. We don't go out there and, you know, boost numbers with a discount and call it a scholarship. We don't do that, and that's been known to happen by some of our other providers. You know, we make sure that students go through the process and make a submission and sit through the interview, and they earn it. So the people you've seen here tonight, the people that you've had awarded these scholarships tonight, are people who've gone through all of that. They are earnest winners. So yeah, I hope we just can continue doing it. You know, we're in a tough time, and our intention is to keep going.
Yep, great answer, and can tell it means a lot to you. And,
it does.
And to all of the speakers tonight, I mean, I speak for a job, and you guys are better than me. So this is really, we got to step up our game. So, look, I'm going to end on this question. I just want to ask you, what advice would you be giving not only the winners tonight, but also people that are watching that are maybe a little bit nervous about should they apply and what the process is like, and what would you tell them right now?
So I had some closing remarks which have a few touches on that. I mean, you've seen it for yourself. You've heard the recipients and past recipients and people who've now graduated and in great careers who didn't really think that they would get a scholarship, but they went for it and they got a scholarship, and it's been literally life-changing, and you've heard it for yourself. So have a go. It's really, it's great to make the effort. When you write the essay component, most of it you're writing about yourself. You're writing it from your heart, what your visions and passions are. Yes, there are criteria, but you know, we don't look at just an ATAR. We look at a myriad of different aspects with people. So, and just look at the different opportunities. Have a look at the website and have a go, because look at where these people are today. So I can't really say much more than that.
Absolutely. Well, over to you for your final remarks.
Thanks so much, Todd. Thank you very much. So I just wanted to say finally and quickly, thanks so much to all the staff and students and partners who've contributed to tonight to making this happen. Thank you so much to the tech team here. I'm really very obviously, we're grateful to them. They've brought us to you, and we hope that you felt a part of this. There's been a lot of work to get that to this stage. A very special thanks to the speakers. Thank you so much for sharing your stories to all of those who are watching. You've all been very, very inspiring, and all in your very individual ways. Thank you very, very much for being here. And also, I know that some of you have stepped out of your comfort zones again, but you've very much impressed us all. So I really am very grateful. Thank you to our partners, Hostplus here tonight, and our other partners. We've got staff out there, as Todd has sent a cheerio to our students. We're missing you. We can't wait till that you can come back. We also want to say hello to our staff in Germany, Sabine and team who may be watching, in Vietnam, in South Africa, in India, in the US. We really are so grateful for you, and we send a really big hello, and we can't wait until you can come back and visit. To all the winners tonight, we're super proud of you. We're mindful of the fact that it's been a tough year, and we just want you to take heart and be encouraged and be proud and keep on that commitment that you've shown, and especially be proud of this award. You know, it's through the tough times that we grow the most and that we learn the most. And even if it doesn't even seem like that's what's happening, that is what's happening. So stay true and keep up your wonderful selves. Keep taking opportunities and going out of the comfort zone. And keep setting examples and sharing your kindness and your enthusiasm. So to everyone, we really, really thank you for your participation, and we wish you all out there watching and here, we wish you happiness and wellness and safety. Now, what we would normally do to conclude this evening would be to mingle and have a champagne. So I'm going to ask Daryl to come and join me up here. It is, yes. And we would love to propose it. Thank you.
Okay. So
yes.
to everybody here.
And to all of you out there, on behalf of all of us at ICMS, to all of you out there,
Cheers.
congratulations.
Good
Cheers.
help. Cheers.